In this video, we will see second chapter of your class 10th. It is polynomial. Okay. So what is polynomial? So poly means there are three or four. In an algebraic expression. There are three or four. We can say coefficients, or means they are made up of three or four elements, so we can say more than three or four, so it is a polynomial. So an algebraic expression which is made up of like this is p of x is equals to a naught a0 plus a1x plus a2x square up to a n x n. Okay, and where a1 a2 a3 they all are known as the coefficient of respectively, means a naught which is having x raised to the power 0, a1 which is having x raised to the power 1, like this. So all can be represented in the form of an, where if we put instead of n, if we put 1, so it will be a1 a2 a3 like this. So they should not be equals to 0. If they will become 0, then polynomial can't exist. Okay, here we are seeing different type of polynomial which is having different degree. So if it is having degree 1, means what is the meaning of degree 1? That is the maximum power of variable should be 1. So here you can see maximum power of variable is 1. So we can say that is a polynomial of degree 1. If it is degree 2, means maximum power of variable is 2. So this is degree 2 polynomial. Like this, degree 3 and degree 4. So these are the different algebraic expression where we can see that they are differentiated in the form of degree. Okay, means maximum power of the variable. Now we are seeing different types of polynomial which are based on degree. So if it is degree 1, means they are known as linear polynomial. So every time here you will see that power of variable is 1. If it is quadratic polynomial, so it has maximum power of variable is 2. If it is cubic, then maximum power of variable will be 3. Okay, here you can see maximum power of variable is 3. And if it is biquadratic, then maximum power of variable will be 4. So this is 2x4 plus 3x cube plus 7x square. This is power of 4. And every time whenever you will write polynomial, so write it should be in standard form. So what is the standard form of polynomial? So first write its maximum power of variable like this, x4, then x cube, then x square, like this. Now we are seeing how to find value of a function. So for this, you have one polynomial. Suppose it is a quadratic polynomial which is in form of x. So we will read it as p of x. P of x is equals to 2x square minus 4x plus 5. And we want to know the value of p of 2. Means instead of x we will write 2. So whole polynomial will be in the form of 2, and wherever you will have x, so instead of x you will put 2. So here you can see 2 raised to the power 2 minus 4 into 2 plus 5. So just simplify it and we will get 5. So value of p of 2 is 5. So value of the function means whatever number they will give you, just put that number instead of x or any variable which is present in your polynomial. Okay, now we are seeing how to find zeros of a polynomial. So zeros of a polynomial means you have to check whether given number is zero of given polynomial or not. So suppose you have p of x is equals to x square minus 4x plus 3, and we want to find out p of 3 and p of minus 1, and want to write conclusion also, means whether they are zeros of given polynomial or not. So first we are seeing p of 3. So by putting 3, given polynomial will become 0. So we can say 3 is the 0 of given polynomial. But by putting -1, we are getting some remainder which is in the form of any number, it is 8. So we will say that -1 is not a 0 of given polynomial. Okay. Now we are seeing relationship between zeros and coefficients of a quadratic polynomial. So how to find out? So first we will see what is the formula, standard formula, and how it is useful for finding sum of zeros and product of zeros. So see here, our standard form of quadratic polynomial is ax square plus bx plus c, where a is not equals to 0. Okay. So how to find sum of zeros? So sum of zeros is coefficient minus of coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. Minus is in the formula, so please remember, the coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. And how to find product of zeros? So constant term divided by coefficient of x square. Sum of zeros means, since we are saying that alpha and beta are 0, so sum of zeros is alpha plus beta. So what is the coefficient of x? Coefficient of x is b. Coefficient of x square is constant term. Coefficient of x square is a, so this will become b upon a. And constant term is c. Coefficient of x square is a, so alpha plus beta is minus b by a, and alpha beta is c by a. Okay. And if they will give you different zeros, or in the form of sum of zeros and product of zeros, so you can find quadratic polynomial also. So how you will write quadratic polynomial? So this is x square minus alpha plus beta. So what is alpha plus beta? Alpha plus beta is sum of zeros, plus alpha beta. Sum of zeros plus alpha beta means product of zeros. Okay. So standard form is this. So they can ask you in two ways. First way, they will give you two zeros. Okay. So you have to find out their sum as well as product, and then put in this quadratic polynomial. And second way, directly they will give you sum and product. So direct put value of alpha plus beta and alpha beta like this, and you will get quadratic polynomial. Now we are doing one question on this. So find the zeros of the polynomial. Polynomial is given as 6x square minus 3 minus 7x, and verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficient. Okay. So we will do this quadratic polynomial and their zeros and relationship in step by step. Okay. So first, what is the given polynomial? So as I have already told you, write this polynomial in, or given polynomial in, standard form. So what is the standard form? The standard form is this: write polynomial in decreasing power of variable. So here f of x is equals to 6x square minus 7x minus 3. But earlier they didn't give like this. Okay. So you can change, you can rearrange the terms, but please remember, whenever rearrange the terms, pick your term with sign. Now by splitting the middle term, splitting the middle term. Okay. So we can write minus 7x in the form of minus 9x plus 2x, because as we know, minus 9x plus 2x is minus 7x, and when we multiply minus 9 into plus 2, this will become minus 18. Okay. So now from 6x square minus 9x, what we can we can take one common, so 3x is common, so inside of it 2x minus 3. Okay. And here nothing is common, but we can take one always there, so plus 1 as a common, so 2x minus 3. Here you are seeing that both brackets are same. This is the clue that we are doing right. Okay. So 2x minus 3 will come first since it is common in both, and common quantity will come first. So in another bracket 3x plus 1. So our final answer will be 2x minus 3 and 3x plus 1. Now finding zeros. So put f of x. F of x means given polynomial will become 0. So when we put zeros, when we put f of x equals to 0, so both bracket will become 0 and we will find the value. So first 2x minus 3 is equals to 0, so x is equals to 3 by 2, as well as 3x plus 1 is equals to 0, so we get x is equals to minus 1 by 3. So what are the zeros? So zeros of given polynomial are 3 by 2 and minus 1 by 3. Now find sum and product of zeros. So sum and product of zeros, why we are doing sum and product of zeros? So that relationship between zeros, that will be done. So what is the sum of zeros? So just add these two. So 3 by 2 minus 1 by 3 we get 7 by 6, and product of zeros 3 by 2 into minus 1 by 3 into minus 1 by 3 we get 1 minus 1 by 2. So they are same as the sum of zeros, means minus b upon a and c upon a from the given polynomial. Here you can see that if we write sum of zeros through this directly, so minus b by a means 7 by 6, and what will be the product of zeros? So product of zeros will be c by a, so minus 3 by 6 means minus 1 by 2. Okay, so see, this is the same as we got. Okay, so this is all about the polynomial, means what is polynomial, how we know different type of polynomial. Okay, so just revise it. So there are 4 kinds of polynomial: linear, quadratic, cubic and biquadratic. Okay, and then we saw how to find value of a function. So just put whatever number they will give you, just put that number and you will find the value of a function. Then zeros of a polynomial. So for zeros of a polynomial, if you want to check whether given number is 0 or not, so if you are getting 0, so that number is 0 of the polynomial, or else if we are getting remainder, some remainder, then it is not a 0 of the polynomial. Then relationship between zeros and coefficients of a quadratic polynomial. So sum of zeros is minus b by a and product of zeros is c by a. So and if sum of zeros and product of zeros is given, so how you will find quadratic polynomial. Okay, and then we saw sum, which is based on the find zeros of a polynomial and verify the relationship. So this this type of question you will do in step by step. First you will write standard form of equation, then split the middle term. Okay, factorize it. This is your first part. Then put zeros. This is your second part. So you will get zeros of the polynomial. Then for finding the relationship between sum and product of zeros, you will find sum and product. Okay, so this is all about of polynomial. In next video I will explain you different sums which are important for your board exams. Thank you. Hope this video will help you. Bye bye.